Gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you been feeling different lately? You wake up in the morning, but instead of energy, you feel a heavy fog. Your workouts don't build muscle the way they used to. Even the spark in your love life feels dimmer. Now, some people might tell you that's just aging. But I'm here to tell you that's not the whole story. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, a physician who has spent years helping men over 50 take back control of their health. And today, I want to warn you about something too many men ignore. The silent warning signs that your testosterone may be dangerously low. This isn't just about muscles or bedroom performance. It's about your energy, your confidence, your heart, your future. Because when testosterone drops too low, your body starts sending signals. And if you miss those signals, you risk losing far more than you realize. So stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look out for. And more importantly, what you can do about it. As men, we all know that age changes us. But what many don't realize is that the changes often begin long before we notice them. Starting in your 30s, your testosterone begins to drop, little by little, about 1% each year. At first, it doesn't seem like much. But by the time you reach 50 or 60, that slow decline can leave you running on half the fuel you once had. And here's the tricky part. Low testosterone doesn't announce itself with one big dramatic event. It sneaks in quietly. It creeps into your mornings when you wake up tired. It shows up when the weight around your midsection refuses to go away. It whispers to you when your motivation and drive start slipping. Too often, men brush it off. They say, "I'm just getting older." They think it's normal to feel weaker, slower, or less interested in life. But let me be clear. Yes, aging changes the body. But there's a difference between normal aging and the silent decline caused by low testosterone. And if you ignore that difference, the years that follow can feel like a slow fade instead of the strong, confident life you deserve. When testosterone levels sink too low, the body begins to show it in very visible ways. The first, and maybe the most obvious, is constant fatigue. You can sleep a full night, yet wake up feeling like you never rested at all. Then there's your strength. Remember when you could lift, carry, or push through a workout and feel powerful? With low testosterone, muscle mass begins to shrink. Your arms, your chest, your legs, they don't respond to exercise the way they used to. Even a simple workout leaves you sore for days instead of energized. Another warning sign is stubborn weight gain, especially around the belly. Even if you're eating the same way you always have, fat begins to build in places it never used to. And no matter how hard you diet or how many crunches you do, that belly fat refuses to budge. You might also notice slower recovery. A small injury, a sprain, even muscle soreness that used to heal quickly now lingers longer than it should. Your body just doesn't bounce back the way it once did. These physical changes are more than just frustrating. They're your body's way of waving a red flag, telling you something deeper is happening inside. And if you listen carefully, those signals point straight to low testosterone. Low testosterone doesn't just change your body, it changes your mind. One of the first shifts men notice is mood swings. You may feel calm one moment, then irritated or angry the next, without a clear reason why. Small problems start to feel bigger than they are. Then comes the heaviness. A loss of interest in things you once enjoyed. It can feel like a gray cloud hanging over you, what many describe as a low-grade depression. You're not fully sad, but you're not fully yourself either. There's also the issue of focus. Do you find yourself forgetting simple things? Walking into a room and not remembering why? Struggling to finish a task that used to be easy? That's not just stress. It's your brain struggling without the support of healthy testosterone levels. And finally, motivation. The drive that once pushed you forward at work, at home, in your personal goals starts to fade. You want to do more, but you can't seem to find the spark to get started. These changes can be confusing, even scary. Too often, men blame themselves or chalk it up to stress or believe it's just part of getting older. But these are clear mental and emotional red flags. Your hormones are sending a message. Something is out of balance. One of the most personal and often the most painful signs of low testosterone shows up in your intimate life. For many men, the first clue is a decline in sex drive. That natural desire, the one that used to feel strong and effortless, begins to fade. You notice you're not thinking about intimacy as often. Opportunities come, but the spark just isn't there. And when it comes to performance, the changes can be even harder to face. Erections may not be as strong as they once were. They may not last as long. Or sometimes, they may not happen at all. These issues don't just affect the body. They touch the heart and the mind. Confidence takes a hit. Relationships feel the strain. And many men retreat into silence, feeling ashamed, as if they're losing part of who they are. But let me be clear, this is not a weakness. This is not a failure of manhood. This is biology. When testosterone levels drop too low, the body cannot fuel intimacy the way it once did. The good news is you're not powerless. Understanding that these changes are medical, not personal, is the first step. Because once you see them for what they really are, you can begin to take action. Low testosterone doesn't just affect the way you feel or perform. It also hides deeper risks that can silently damage your long-term health. One of the biggest is your heart. Studies show that men with chronically low testosterone are more likely to develop heart disease, high blood pressure, and even suffer heart attacks. Your cardiovascular system relies on balanced hormones to stay strong. Another hidden danger is diabetes. Low testosterone can make your body more resistant to insulin, leading to higher blood sugar and a greater risk of type 2 diabetes. And once diabetes sets in, it creates a cycle that makes testosterone levels drop even further. There's also your bones. Testosterone plays a key role in keeping them dense and strong. When levels fall too low, bones become thinner and weaker, opening the door to osteoporosis and fractures, something many men don't even think about until it's too late. Sleep is another victim. Insomnia, restless nights, and even sleep apnea become more common when testosterone is low. And poor sleep doesn't just leave you tired, it worsens hormone imbalance, setting off a vicious cycle. These risks are silent, but they're serious. And they remind us that testosterone isn't just about energy or sex drive. It's a foundation for your entire health. Ignore it, and the cost can be far greater than you realize. So how do you know when it's time to get help? The truth is simple. If the warning signs we've talked about feel familiar, if you're seeing changes in your energy, your strength, your mood, your focus, or your intimate health, it's time to take action. That doesn't mean guessing or trying random supplements off the shelf. It means talking with your doctor. A simple blood test can measure your testosterone levels and show clearly whether they're too low. And here's what I want every man over 50 to remember. This is not something to be embarrassed about. Low testosterone is common. It is medical, and it can be treated. Sometimes the answer is lifestyle, better sleep, improved nutrition, stress control, and regular exercise. Other times, medical therapies may be needed. But either way, knowing the truth about your levels is the key to getting your energy and your confidence back. So don't wait until the problems pile up. Don't settle for just getting older. If your body is sending signals, listen. See your doctor, get tested, and take the first step toward feeling like yourself again. Here's the truth every man over 50 needs to hear. Low testosterone is not just about age. It's not just about slowing down. It's about your health, your confidence, and the quality of the years still ahead of you. The warning signs are there, in your body, in your mind, in your relationships. Fatigue that doesn't go away. Muscle that fades no matter how hard you work. Mood swings, brain fog, and a lack of drive. And the quiet struggles in your intimate life that too many men keep hidden. But you don't have to accept this as your new normal. There are solutions. There is help. And there is hope. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and my message to you is simple. Listen to your body. Pay attention to the signals. And don't be afraid to speak with your doctor. Because reclaiming your energy, your strength, and your passion for life is not only possible, it's within your reach. The choice is yours. Don't wait. Take action and step back into the life you deserve.